Autistic children often can't or won't play childhood games that their neurotypical peers do, or may engage in activities that others cannot participate in. This includes lining up toys or putting toys into piles, activities that can cause extreme upset if others try to participate. It is common for some children with autism spectrum disorder (ASD) to have very limited play skills. This can mean that a child plays with only a few toys, plays in a repetitive way, or doesn't play with toys the way most kids do. Using a collection of multicolored Sharpie pens, you can easily create a variety of emotion expressions on inflated balloons to help children and families identify and express what it is they are feeling during sessions. And there are studies that support these observations, that kids on the autism spectrum tend to become overly engaged in a video game play, can become inattentive as a result of extended gameplay, or develop obsessions, particularly with role-playing games. By using Legos, stacking toys, K'NEX, Tinker Toys, or even something as simple as dominoes, integrating a skill that they are good at can facilitate learning new skills, without them even realizing that they were involved in a structured activity. Light pastel pink has often been chosen as the favorite color for children with autism in some tests conducted. Cool colors, such as blue and green, also have a soothing effect. It is recommended that primary and bright colors be used only for toys or play objects in their rooms. Red should never be used in the home, as children with ASD perceive the color as fluorescent. Yellows likewise are very stimulating and are best to avoid. Greens, blues, pinks, soft oranges, and neutrals can be very comforting, keeping the colors muted. These tones can quiet the mind and create calm, although this can sometimes feel challenging. It is important to recognize three very simple factors that every person with ASD needs: safety, acceptance, and a sense of competence. Play is an important part of a child's development. It builds fine and gross motor skills, social skills, communication skills, language, thinking, and problem-solving skills. In autistic children, play can be very limited. For example, a child may want to play alone, engage in repetitive play like lining up toys, or moving from them from point A to point B, and then back again, or play with the same thing over and over. Children can learn play skills with guidance and by structuring play. Let's explore the aspect of play a little deeper. ASD affects both social and communication skills. Social interactions are challenging because there is an unwillingness to allow others to share experiences and a lack of understanding of thoughts and feelings of others. Understanding nonverbal cues such as facial expressions, tone of voice, and gestures is difficult. There are problems with imagination. Not knowing how to pretend can lead to repetitive actions that are only meaningful to the child. Because of the difficulties, the development of these important play skills may be affected. Copying simple actions, exploring the environment, sharing objects and attention with others, responding to others, taking turns. When most people think of play, they think of using toys. If a typical young child enters a room filled with unfamiliar toys, he'll bounce from one thing to another and not know what to do with them. Adult interaction is needed for guidance. A child needs to be shown and helped so that he can later share his newly acquired knowledge and engage with other children. Children tend to find the interaction with an adult more rewarding than the toy itself. The adult is teaching the child how to react, which can then be generalized to a new type of familiar toy. Play is really about interaction. Initially, that interaction will need to be structured to support communication and learning. Toys are the props to foster interaction through play. Toys don't need to be formal either. They can be a box, blanket, feather, pillow, etc. The first thing to start with is developing joint attention. Joint attention means both the adult and the child are fixed on the same thing at the same time, experiencing the same reaction and awareness that both people are involved. This process takes time to develop in ASD, being with creating a sense of shared space, sharing attention, emotion, and understanding. Young autistic children tend to avoid sharing space, finding it uncomfortable. It's important for parents to understand that joint play can cause feelings of anxiety And to not take avoidance personally, try to start with sharing space, even if just for a few seconds, to show that it can be fun. Try making a few informal notes when observing your child. Record when are they most accessible and receptive, maybe during a bath, when you sing. Relaxed in bed, eating something they love, or engaged in some physical activity. These are the moments to show that communication means something. There are many simple items you can use to engage a child, like balloons, bounce them around, or blow them up and deflate them. Bubbles, there are so many types available, different ones. Bubble machines, this is a great activity to wait for a child to ask, gesture for more bubbles. Playing with blocks encourages turn-taking. Build a tower with each person adding a block until it falls down. The parent can build a tower and the child knocks it down. Simple puzzles. Puzzles are also great for turn-taking. Chunky puzzles with knobs on the top can make handling pieces easier. Puzzles also help with problem-solving skills. Books with interactive sounds, pop-up books, books with textures, or books with things to do like pull a tab or spin a wheel are all very engaging. Cause and effect toys, a jack-in-the-box. Press a button and something happens. These types of toys also teach children that their actions have effects, and gives them a sense of control in their play. We often forget how to play or how to make play more structured and engaging for a child with autism. There are many great resources out there.